All right. Welcome to the 2021 Mideastern APCO swear-in and awards ceremony. We have a great program here today. We have some special guests, and we have, even more importantly, we have some 911 specialists and public safety dispatchers and operators who are receiving some great awards. So let's get started. There are approximately 200,000 911 personnel in the United States, operating from approximately 6,000 911 centers. Few, if any, of the centers are properly staffed. People are working so hard in the centers every day to take your 911 call. Everyone's working overtime. They're working very hard. And we are so proud of you. 911 is the most recognized number in the United States, with 240 million calls annually. With each 911 call received, public safety 911 operators, dispatchers, 911 specialists have one job, and that's to save lives. They have one chance to get it right. They have one opportunity to save a life, and you all do it every day, every second of the day. They work under extraordinary pressure, extraordinary circumstances, and they do such a wonderful job. Even with COVID and the challenges that we faced in the past 2 years, all the 911 specialists out there, all the 911 professionals stayed strong, stayed by your families, stayed by your coworkers, and stayed there for all Americans. And for that, we thank you. I want to acknowledge a very special person that helped bring Mideastern APCO chapter through this pandemic. In my opinion, she did such a wonderful job, a fantastic job. This is President Marilyn Anderson. She had a tough job in a 100-year pandemic, and she rolled right through it. Despite all the challenges, Marilyn made these 2 years a success, and we all thank her for her leadership now and in the future. So thank you, Marilyn.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Next, I would like to introduce a very special person and friend, a great Maryland senator for Rockville and Gaithersburg. I'm sure you've heard it before. Not only is she the senator for Montgomery County, she's the senator for the 911 profession, in my opinion, here in Maryland and across the country. She has fought for this profession like no other. She is our friend, she is our advocate, our defender, and we are so lucky to have her by our side to swear us in today. With that, let me introduce the Honorable Senator Cheryl Kagan.
Thank you so much, Scott. And as I said before we started recording, I'm on vacation in upstate New York at a national Scrabble tournament, and I wouldn't be taking time off to be anywhere except with 911 professionals and 911 specialists. So it is really my honor. I want to start by thanking you for what you do every day. I always talk about, and I say it as one big phrase, the courageous women and men under the headset every day. Your jobs are so incalculably challenging, and you do them with grace and patience and kindness and attention to detail in a way that just saves lives and property every single day you're working. And it has been my good fortune to be able to work closely with Tracy German from Frederick County and the retired Sue Greentree from Anne Arundel County. And I know several people on this call, but it's also for those of you I haven't had the chance to meet yet, I hope we can count on your support as we try to pass legislation next year. We've already passed 11 bills, several of which are directly affecting our 911 specialists. But the big one we saved for last, and we want to get workers' compensation for our 911 specialists for PTSD and anxiety and depression. And, you know, we've lost too many 911 specialists to behavioral health challenges, to suicide, and we just have to support you all in a significant way. So I will need your letters, your calls to your own legislators, and hopefully for some of you, some of your presence, so we can do this for you before the 911 Commission that I've chaired for the last 4 years wraps up its work. So with that, I really just, on behalf of all Marylanders, I just want to offer my deepest, deepest gratitude. And now I think we should go to the swearing in. So Scott Brillman knows that I don't do acronyms, that I want to make sure that everybody knows what we're talking about rather than just using the initials, because this tape may be seen by friends and family and neighbors and folks who don't know what APCO is. So I'm just going to read a quick sentence, which is APCO is the Association of Public Safety Communications Officials. It's an international leading organization committed to providing complete public safety communications expertise, professional development, technical assistance, advocacy, see that word, advocacy, and outreach to benefit our members and the public. And so I'm so glad that you all are connected to this important organization that helps you do your job better and creates a community. And with that, I will ask the officers-elect to please raise your right hands. I hope you are all on camera so we can see you taking your oath and raising your right hands. Each of you has been duly elected to the office which you are about to enter by a vote of the APCO chapter members. That's a big deal. Bestows upon you the members' confidence and trust, and places in your hands the duties and responsibilities of your office as written in the Constitution of the APCO Mid-Eastern chapter. And with that, I'm going to just look and make sure you all have I see a lot of hands up. Thank you. Do you, under God, under country, and before these witnesses here assembled, every one of you hereby accept this power, this responsibility, this confidence, this trust, this establishment of duties, and solemnly swear to uphold, protect, and execute to the best of your abilities the aims and objectives of the Association of Public Safety Communications Officials International, Inc. And at the end of your term, do you vow to turn over any and all notes, minutes, and any chapter business that you have conducted while in office to the property of your successor? Will you please say, I will?
I will.
I will.
I will.
Okay, and I'm going to call each of you to do this. So you can say I do or I will. Mr. President, Scott Brillman. Say I will or I do.
I will, and I do.
Okay.
Okay. First Vice President, Cassandra Omley.
I will.
Okay, Second Vice President and Historian, Isaac and Sue Mensah.
I will.
Secretary, Tania Reddick.
I will.
Treasurer, Terry Whitman.
I will.
Commercial Advisor, Richard Morris from Motorola.
I will.
And the outgoing President, Marilyn Anderson. You're kind of off the hook.
Yes, and I absolutely will support him in any way.
Excellent. Well, congratulations to you all. I look forward to continuing to partner with you as APCO's leaders and as public safety professionals. I hope I can count on you to continue to educate me and my colleagues about the vitally important work that you do every day. Congratulations to you all.
Thank you, Senator, and
And
good
thanks.
luck and bring home the win.
That's
Thank
it.
you.
We wish you luck on this gravel.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Senator.
All right, what a wonderful treat. Next, let's have some acknowledgements, which are very important. There's a lot of hard work that goes into running this chapter. And I've already acknowledged her, but let me acknowledge her again, President Marilyn Anderson, that has really successfully brought this chapter through a 100-year pandemic, and she made history doing it. So
There you go.
let's give a round of applause for Marilyn. Renee Gordon, I have to mention you. You have been by all of our side through this, and I don't know why you keep volunteering for it, but we could not do any of this without you, your expertise, your calmness through the storm has made this all a success. So thank you, Renee, for staying by our side and watching us. Anthony Covington, our current vice president, thank you for a great 2 years in your leadership and your ideas. They've been wonderful, and I hope that you stay with us by our side and guide us through the next few years and into the future. So thank you, Anthony Covington, for everything.
Thank you, and I definitely will. Thank you very much, Scott.
Our conference training and leadership folks, I can't say enough about you. I know nothing about building conferences, and you guys build some really successful ones. So Tammy Wiggins and Melissa Blessing, I don't know how you do it, but I can't wait for the next few conferences. They're going to be unbelievable. We've already made a promise to beat Virginia's conferences, which are the best in the country. So let's get ready. Let's ramp it up a little bit. And thank you for being by our side and for this chapter and for all the 911 specialists. And last but not least, I have to mention Tiffany Fuller. I know she doesn't, like showing her face and being on camera, and she doesn't like listening to her name, but I don't know why she's in the 911 profession. She does like so much amazing work on social media. She puts together videos and she puts together graphics, and she could probably be making millions every year doing this stuff. And I have no idea why she's sticking with us in the 911 profession, but we are so lucky to have her doing all this extra work and hundreds of hours of website stuff and YouTube and Facebook, and really she's so organized. Renee, I may steal her one day, and we're going to start a business, maybe all three of us. But thank you so much, Tiffany, for all your hard work in pulling this together. You are so amazing. So with that, I think we're ready, Tiffany, for the real show, and that is our 911 specialists, our operators, our dispatchers that come to work every day and save lives. And so we're ready to show them off, and we're ready to move forward with our award ceremony with Marilyn Anderson, our chapter president. So let's get it rolling.
Good morning, and thank you for joining me. My name is Marilyn Anderson. I'm the president for Mid-Eastern Chapter of APCO, and today it is my honor to introduce to you our 2021 awards recipient winners. We have seen our men and women behind the headset step up and provide excellent service in a time that is most challenging for our industry. So it is our great pleasure today to recognize, celebrate, and honor those who have been nominated and have been selected as our winners for 2021. We thank you so much for your service, and we congratulate you.
Telecommunicator of the Year, Tamara Haney, Harford County. Nomination is by Public Safety Support Specialist Melissa Blessing and Shift Manager Jennifer Webster. Public Safety Dispatcher 3, Tamara Haney, is being recognized for her ability to keep her skill level high in all dispatch areas to include call taking, as well as serve as a CTO and help with the public education team. She is an asset to our agency and the citizens we serve every day. She is always seeking to learn more about our profession by actively looking for and attending training classes. Tamara is a team player by stepping up to lead our CAD training team this year for our new CAD project. She proactively learned the new CAD and taught numerous CAD classes and had to be very accommodating as far as flexing her work schedule and working overtime. It was an extremely taxing detail, and things were constantly changing as the CAD was being built, and she had to be fluid with her lesson plans. Tamara is the most active member of our public education team and is the first to offer to help at events and behind the scenes as much as our staffing permits. Telecommunicator of the Year, Steve DeBassac, Harford County. Nomination is by Public Safety Shift Manager Heidi DeGennaro. Public Safety Dispatcher 2, Steve DeBassac, He is highly regarded as an excellent dispatcher by his peers. The provider is in the field and does very well on his quality assurance, especially in customer service. He is one of the dispatchers that make up the backbone of his profession. People like Steve come in, do their job, do it well, and give everything they have on every shift. When you have someone like Steve working for you, you have confidence in his performance and his actions. Dispatchers like Steve are too often taken for granted because they are consistently good at what they do and are not recognized for their contributions. Steve has trained dispatchers on short notice and successfully achieves their sign-offs. He changes the schedule to help the department, flexes his time, which shows fiscal responsibility, volunteers for overtime, volunteers to cover other employees' mandatory overtime, and does it with grace and honor. Trainer of the Year, Heather Price, Harford County. Nomination is by Public Safety Shift Manager Steve Townsend. Public Safety Dispatcher 2, Heather Price, is very deserving of receiving the Trainer of the Year award for her work with both new and promotional employees in our agency. Throughout the course of the last year, she has worked with 4 different employees in different phases of their training. This included both 911 call processing as well as police dispatch. She accepts her role as a trainer positively and does her best to provide a positive training experience for each employee. She is very dedicated to teaching these employees and helping them through any difficulties they may have, but to also praise them when they are doing well. Overall, each of the employees that she has trained or assisted in training have been successful in reaching their goals. Her communication above and beyond the normal progressed meetings is appreciated by our supervisors and managers. She ensures we are kept up to date on how employees are progressing and what she is doing to further their training. Team Award of the Year, Evening Shift, Harford County. Nomination is by Public Safety Shift Manager Heidi DeGennaro. Nominees: Megan Price, Fire Dispatch; Alexon Yacone, Fire Dispatch; Eric Ishak, Fire Dispatch; Leah Horn, Call Taking; Patricia Stanford, Call Taking; Daniel LeMay, Call Taking; Kara Salvage, Police Dispatch; Ryan Petrovic, Police Dispatch; Megan McCullough Dyke, Police Dispatch; Brianna Bowen, Police Dispatch; Samantha DiBartolo, Acting Shift Manager, Shift Lead. On May 22nd, 2021, there were 2 major multi-alarm fires within a couple of hours of each other. Each area, fire, police, and call taking were challenged to meet the needs of the fires involving obtaining resources from our volunteer systems, relaying information, making notifications, and coordinating responses. These dispatchers pulled together for smooth operations during high acuity incidents while handling normal calls for service. They received accolades from several field providers and the director for exemplary work. Telecommunicators are not recognized the way they should be. And this group did a phenomenal job on a Saturday evening shift. Harford County has high-quality dispatchers who strive for excellence and should be commended for their dedication and the ability to work successfully together. Director of the Year, Ms. Cassandra Only, from Montgomery County. Nomination is by PSECS 3, Quanti Davis. Director Case Only is a champion for her people. Her greatest joy is the success of her staff. She confronts issues, big or small, and spends countless hours beyond the traditional workday to equip them with the tools, experience, materials, and supplies to deliver services to the citizens of Montgomery County. Under her leadership, as both acting director and director, they have achieved standing as a tri-accredited communication center, successfully implemented a new phone system, ushered in dual operations, center capabilities, reduced the need and frequency of mandatory overtime, and worked to reduce the ECC budget per the mandate of county leadership, while still maintaining critical matrices for all call response answering times and citizen hold times. A first of its kind creation of full-time mental health professional development solely to the staff of ECC was implemented, and monthly town hall meetings between ECC leadership and floor staff were initiated. She has not just been the director, she has been a dedicated leader for our agency and the people who work here. Laura Clark, Telecommunicator 2 for Police, Newcastle County Department of Public Safety. Nominated by Kristen Very, Telecommunicator 3, Police CTO for Newcastle County Department of Public Safety. Moore began her career with our agency nearly 16 years ago as a 911 call taker. She worked her way up to being a police dispatcher, formerly called a telecommunicator, where she has been responsible for training and filling in as a supervisor over the years. Moore consistently rises above in delivering the best quality of service to our responders and the members of our community. She puts her heart and soul into fulfilling her daily duties of effective and efficient dispatch of calls for service. Moore is consistently willing to do the background work needed to keep her squad operating smoothly. She monitors all radio channels, including of neighboring agencies, so our units can be properly prepared to assist. Moore is the epitome of an employee who goes above and beyond. Not only is she one of the most talented and respected members of our staff, but she also is recognized by units on the street for her dedication and attention to detail. A specific example of how she goes above and beyond is the commitment she displays to each call for service, in which she researches prior history and information about the addresses and parties involved to ensure units are properly prepared to handle the complaint. Moore also maintains a pleasant disposition and is always friendly and positive. She is willing to provide advice or guidance if requested, and has successfully performed as a trainer and acting supervisor in the past, which have allowed her to mentor junior employees. Units on the street and personnel in the 911 center all recognize Moore's ability to work well with others. Moore should receive the Public Safety Award for the Mideastern chapter of APCO because she deserves to be recognized for her ongoing commitment and dedication to her position. She truly cares about the lives and safety of every unit for whom she dispatches, as well as for the lives and safety of the citizens whom we serve. Line Supervisor of the Year, nominee Steve Derry, Quality Assurance Officer, Sussex County Emergency Operations Center. Nominated by Richard Short, Manager of Operations. Steve Derry was recently promoted to the position of Quality Assurance Officer March of this year, after the sudden retirement of the previous QA. Steve has worked his way up the chain of command from dispatcher to one of the 4 shift supervisors prior to his new assignment as QA. Steve made sure not only his shift was up to speed, he would also make sure if any other shift was short. He would be quick to step up and assist. Steve, also being a major leader in the fire service, he would act as the liaison between the 911 center and the fire service. He would bring back suggestions and changes that would help with the fast-paced growth in the county. Steve, when taking over his new position in March, found himself trying to get our center reaccredited. As an ACE in our fire protocol through fire dispatch, our center certification had expired and was granted an extension to get completed ASAP. On top of that, we were also due to be recertified in medical by June. Steve, with little knowledge of the process, worked closely with management as well, as priority dispatch to get both protocols completed and our center a center of excellence, and was able to be recognized at the annual conference in July. Steve's traits and attention to detail is what he practices with all his peers. For that reason, we are at the leading edge of training. We continue to advance, and through Steve's commitment to his job, it makes it much easier for dispatchers as well as management. For this reason, he is being nominated as Supervisor of the Year. Team Award of the Year, Sussex County 911 Dispatchers, 911 Telecommunicators, Sussex County 911 Center. Nominee, Steve Deary, Sussex County 911 Center. Title, Quality Assurance Supervisor. The Sussex County 911 Center is an accredited center of excellence. The center takes more than 140,000 911 calls per year with a staffing of 28 dispatchers, 7 administrative positions, and 3 communication specialists. The dispatchers are cross-trained and use a rotation module between dispatching and call taking. The dispatchers, all administrative and support staff, work daily for the common goal of protecting the citizens and visitors of Sussex County and providing mutual aid to all surrounding areas as needed. The dispatchers provide not only life-saving instructions, but a valued customer service to every person that we encounter. On November 10th, 2020, the dispatchers of Sussex County 911 Center, with a workforce of 24 and having 4 new trainees, began processing and taking all calls. The previous call-taking model was only fire EMS calls. The Sussex County 911 Director, County Administration, as well as the executive delegation had a vision to process not only fire EMS calls for service, but take all 911 calls, which included more than 40,000 additional police calls from state and municipal jurisdictions. All dispatchers are cross-trained with all three disciplines, as well as dispatching 21 fire and fire-based 911 departments, 11 paramedic units, 2 district EMS supervisors, and 2 scene work transport helicopters. The dispatchers of the Sussex County 911 Center should receive APCO's 2021 Public Safety Award from the Mid-Eastern Chapter. Our dispatchers are second to none when it comes to pre-service, overcoming any comfort zone, and the ability to articulate, achieve, and maintain a high standard of customer service. With the additional workload, which almost doubled the amount of 911 calls being processed, the dispatchers remain vigilant and steadfast in the performance of their duties. For these reasons and many others, I am honored to nominate the Sussex County 911 Centers, dispatchers, and administrative staff for the 2021 Public Safety Team Award.
As we close our program out for the day, I want to say thank you again to all our awards winners. We would not be able to have this event without you. We thank you for your hard work and what you do each and every day, and we continue to celebrate you. Stay safe, and we'll see you soon.
All right, that was awesome. What a great award ceremony.
Congratulations, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, Marilyn and Tiffany and Isaac, for putting that together. It was wonderful, very professional. I'm going to let Marilyn close it out, but I want to say just some quick remarks. It's going to be an exciting few years ahead. I want all the 911 specialists out there, everyone in this profession, and a profession is, the categories of profession: doctors, lawyers, police, firefighters, 911 specialists. We are a profession. So if you have a pin, if you have a hat, if you have a shirt, wear it proud, wear it on you. Let people know who you are, because we are special and we are professionals. So let everyone know. With that, Marilyn, you want to close it out?
Just want to say it has been an honor to serve in a pandemic, to make history, but to serve with some of the best men and women on the team. Could not have done everything without you all. So thank you for your support. Thank you for everything that we do each and every day. Like Scott said, we are professionals and we are in a profession that is one of the most underappreciated, but one of the most needed. Nothing happens without us. It starts and ends with us. I hope we continue to build on it. I am happy to have been a part of this chapter and to see us grow and from where we came from to where we are now. Thank you for all the special people, Melissa and Tammy. Thank you, like Scott said, for pulling all our conferences together. Tiffany for going above and beyond, regardless of what time of day or night it may be. You can always rely on sending her some information and she turn it with just turns magic. So we appreciate everything. I am truly grateful for this honor and this opportunity. Congratulations to all our award recipient winners today. Again, you guys, we celebrate you today, but we really celebrate you every day. And so for that, I want to say thank you for coming, joining us today, and we will close it out.
All right. Thanks, everyone, and we'll see you soon.
That's it. See you guys soon. Stay safe.